Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 weekly reset video. My name is Story, and today is the 26th of May, which means only one thing. We're running up until the 2nd of June because that's how things go around here. Then, can you believe it's already nearly June? But anyway, let's have a look at what we've got to do in Destiny 2 this week. If you're new to the game, welcome. Come on in. Pull up a pew and pour yourselves a brew. This is the tower map. The reason why we have a little shufty at this is because there's lots of icons on the tower map that represent vendors. And vendors are kind of like your best friends because they administer bounties, challenges, quests, all kinds of stuff. And they are a prime source of your powerful gear. Powerful gear comes in a couple of different flavors, tier 1, 2, 3, and then pinnacle stuff. Pinnacle being the most powerful possible drops that you can get in game and the ones that are most likely to boost your power level the most. So that's how it goes. So for example, let's have a look at our gunsmith here, ready on the screen. He's got some challenges for us here. A weekly, complete the gunsmith bounties, 8 of them completed will get you some powerful gear at tier 1. There's a lot of vendors that have the same kind of setup here. We've got our Crucible challenges there, 8 Crucible bounties, same thing. Then there is a lot of stuff just here for the 8 bounties from Zavala as well, powerful gear at tier 1. If you're a member of a clan, Hawthorne will give you some powerful gear at tier 2 if you earn 5,000 XP on your character there, as well as the Drifter has got the same kind of stuff. For example, if we have a look at the Seraph bunkers, there are powerful gear at tier 3 for the weekly bounties completed, the 2 weekly bounties there. And so just frequent yourself with vendors. They're all over the place. They'll give you different things and whatnot. So just get stuck on in. But anyway, we like to start off our weekly reset video with the Vanguard playlist. There are 4 items here on the menu. Daily heroic story missions are just replaying basic missions from the campaign. So you can do this for nostalgia's sake, a bit of XP and maybe some in-game random drops. If you're after a dire promise or something like that, then there you go. You can try and get your business in there. But then we've got our Vanguard strikes, and this is where the meat starts to earn your pinnacle loot. So play 3 strikes using the same subclass element as the currently active elemental burn will complete the weekly challenge and award you the pinnacle of pinnacle gears. So what is the currently active elemental burn? Well, each week we have a burn, and this week it's Void Singe, and this will change this time next week. And then we've got daily modifiers, iron, and heavyweight there as well. We love that. Void Singe, so equip your Void subclass, hop on in the strikes, do 3 of them, and you'll get your pinnacle loot. Then we've got the Nightfall Ordeal. This is the big bad daddy-o. This week it is the Tree of Probabilities. We have 2 weekly challenges here. The first is to just run the Nightfall on the lowest difficulty 3 times, or the lowest difficulty once, and the second difficulty, highest difficulty, once as well, and that will get you powerful gear at tier 1. Then there is the big bad pinnacle gear if you get a ordeal score above 100,000 points. A variety of different flavors. Here we go: Adept, Hero, Legend, Master, and Grand Master. From Legend and upwards, there is no matchmaking, so you'll have to go in with a pre-made fire team of 3 players. And Grandmaster is not for the faint of heart. Have fun with that anyway. Then we've got the normal Nightfall playlist over here. There's 3 strikes to choose from, all at 820 power requirements there. We've got the Inverted Spire. There is a specific piece of loot if you want to grind this strike over and over again. That can get you the Trichomatica shell. It's a exotic ghost shell. You have to keep grinding the strike over and over again unless you get very lucky on the first time that you do it. So, yeah, you just keep going over and over and over and over. The more times you do it, the more your chances will increase at getting that drop. So, Inverted Spire has an exotic shell, the Trichomatica. Savathun Song has the duty-bound legendary kinetic auto rifle, and the Warden of Nothing has a legendary kinetic hand cannon called the Warden's Law. So there you go. That is your Vanguard playlist for this week. And then there's Gambit. Let's have a look. We've got some PvE activities here. The Reckoning. This comes in a variety of different tiers, all at the same power requirements, and the Solar Singe is the burn for the week. Then we've got Gambit Normal and Gambit Prime. So if you do either or 3 matches of, you'll get some pinnacle loot here in the Gambit Prime and Gambit Normal playlists. There you go. Crucible this week, we have, for our Rotator playlists, we have Mayhem and Breakthrough. 4 of these played either or will get you some powerful gear at tier 1. Then in the core playlist that consists of Rumble, Control, Elimination, Survival, Survival Freelance, and Classic Mix, 4 of these matches completed will get you some pinnacle gear. So there you go. That's in there at the old classic bits and pubs for the Crucible, isn't it? Nice. Okay, in the Crucible, we have a choice of 2 types of playlists. We'll start with the Rotator playlist, which is consisting of Mayhem and Breakthrough this week. So 4 matches completed on either or of these playlists will get you some powerful gear at Tier 1. Then we have our core playlist, which consists of Rumble, Control, Elimination, Survival, Freelance, and Classic Mix. 4 matches completed in this core playlist will get you pinnacle gear, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that exciting? What else is there to do in Destiny 2 this week? Well, Flashpoint this week is on Mars. There you go. Look, what is a Flashpoint? Well, you just have to complete activities to get your powerful gear at Tier 1. So that involves doing public events. One's just disappeared right here. And then looting Lost Sector chests and killing the bosses in Lost Sectors. And that you can see your progress right there. Once you've done it, you get powerful gear at Tier 1. For those of you that are interested, we've got Escalation Protocol just here. If you're grinding Ikelos guns, then we've got the sniper rifle. It is happening to be this week if you're into that kind of stuff. Then, what else is there? Well, on the moon, there is plenty. There's plenty of stuff. We've got Nightmare Hunts. We have a weekly here to complete any Nightmare Hunt activities. All difficulty tiers grant progress. So 3 of powerful gear at Tier 1. And then if you complete a Nightmare Hunt on the Master difficulty, you'll get pinnacle loot. Speaking of pinnacle loot, we've got more at the Pit of Heresy dungeon. If you run through that and do it, the recommended power level is 940, so it's a good source of pinnacle gear for your characters. You'll get that stuff. And then, of course, there's the Garden of Salvation raid, 6 players activity for pinnacle loot. There is also vendors here. We've got Nightmare Slayer. Go and destroy nightmares, getting your powerful gear at Tier 1. And nightmares can be found in Sorrow's Harbour and Altars of Sorrow just there. It is another Horde mode style event with many waves. If you complete the final altar, you'll get, depending on the boss that you take down, one boss will drop a slug shotgun, another will drop a sniper rifle, and another will drop a rocket launcher. So that'll be 7 or 8 waves of altar business. Will get you some stuff right there. And of course, 30 nightmares killed along the way will get you powerful gear at Tier 1. You can also replay the memory quest and also get some stuff from the story mission here. A mission completed will get you some powerful gear at Tier 1 as well. Isn't that great? And of course, on IO, we've got our weekly bounties done for our Rasputin challenges and stuff right there. There you go. That is the run of the mill, basically, in Destiny 2 this week. We're going to have a look at our favorite Gunsmith right now, because it's a good one to explain some of the bounty systems we've got here. We have 2 weekly bounties. These award upgrade modules, Glimmer and XP. With the Crucible vendors and the Vanguard vendors, they will award some Bright Dust as well. And Bright Dust is important because in a moment we're going to peruse the Eververse cosmetic item store. And you either need real money, real peanut, or Bright Dust. So there's bounties out there that will get you Bright Dust. Just not these ones. Not a good example, really, but whatever. Anyway, additional bounties, of course, as well, will offer Bright Dust if you are getting them from the Drifter, Vanguard, and Crucible. But from the Gunsmith, he doesn't give you them because he's stingy. And then there's daily bounties as well. And this guy happens to award some mod components and enhancement cores, which are very useful for upgrading your equipment. That's why we look at these. There is also a material exchange here, and he sells an armor mod and a weapon mod each day. So these rotate and change on a daily reset. So today we have a linear fusion rifle scavenger. Try saying that very quick, many, many times over. And then there's target and adjuster for your weapons. And of course, you've got resources to swap for resources, although at an exorbitant price. So there you go. That is the Gunsmith. And we are going to wrap up the video now by having a look at the Eververse store. This is where you come for all of your glorious cosmetic items, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got ornaments, finishing moves, ghost shells, vehicles, all kinds of stuff. And this is in the featured section here. We've got the Regal Deterrent weapon ornament for Heir Apparent. There is this very strange but delightful ghost shell here. And then there is a residual trace exotic sparrow. We've got a shoulder hug emote, some projections, and this wonderful cerebral explosion. I love this. I had to buy it. I had to spend money on it because I'm sad, but I love it. There you go. There is also another Bright Dust featured section here. This week we've got some consumables and a transmat effect. We've got the Mercurial Affliction. This is an ornament for Outbreak Prime. Then there's Infinity Cubes emote. If you like Rubik's, then that is the one for you. And then there is the Feline Fancy. Keep cat upright for safety. This is the Bond villain spinning around in a chair and stroking a wonderful cat. Isn't that great? Of course, then there is the seasonal section where this contains all of the stuff that's on offer for the season. And of course, we're very close to the season ending. So if there is anything that you want, maybe look about buying it if that's your kind of thing, because items may become unavailable for purchase after the season ends. And there's lots to choose from. We've got weapon ornaments, finishing moves, all kinds of stuff. Then there's the archive. So some of it actually comes back and is resold in the archive at a later date, but it doesn't include everything. There is quite a lot of stuff that never makes it here for some reason. And then there's the Bright Dust section. This is the exclusive section for Bright Dust stuff. We have another emote, pouring stuff, drinking it and smashing it, because why not? Then there's a nucleus shell. What a crazy ghost. Speed Demon, Public Defender. There is the Moderate Splendor Sparrow, very spiky. And then there's the Diadem of Deceit. Very scary. Then we've got the class item, the class specific rather, boots. And then there is the Splice of Life. I'm quite tempted with that, actually. Splice of Life ornament for the Lord of Wolves. And Savage Haymaker, a finisher. Move right there. And of course, there is certain shaders. This is Neopop Wave. This is only available. I think this is maybe the first time this has been sold. Crazy looking shader. And that is available this week, as well as your boons and emergent transmat effects. And that is everything, ladies and gents, in the Eververse store this week. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Have an absolutely amazing week in Destiny 2 this week. Stay safe. Put your face masks on. Stay at home. Don't go where there's lots of germs and bacteria, because we like you to keep safe in the times of a global pandemic. Okay? Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And remember, smoke me a kipper. We'll be back for breakfast.